friends, this is foam roller release or self myofascial release, which basically just means self-massage. I'm a massage therapist. I've been a massage therapist over 25 years. So all you'll need is a foam roller. You can also have a spiky ball nearby, which we will use for different exercises if you like. That's an option. So important now more than ever that we take care of our muscles, as during COVID we can't get out for a massage. So it's important that you take care of yourself. Self-care with self-massage. So let's begin. Starting with your glute, we'll start on the right side. You're going to bring the foam roller underneath your right glute and just simply roll up and down. So basically anything is okay in this position. You can roll up and down, or you can go side to side, which is cross fiber. In this one, you can also use your spiky ball, which is going to be more intense. You can make this one more intense by bringing the right ankle onto the thigh, and that's going to stretch out the muscle a bit more and make it a bit more intense. So for the purpose of the class, we're only going to spend about 45 seconds on each side, but feel free to spend a bit longer and just pause the video. So up and down, you're basically searching for sore spots. And if you find one, you want to stay there a bit. Yes, working out all the kinks. All right, now go ahead and switch to the other side. I like to put the roller at a bit of an angle so you can get through the fibers of the muscle, up and down, side to side, all is okay. So again, you're trying to find sore spots. And when you find one, stay there for a bit and work all the way out to the hip bone, the side. That's your greater trochanter bone, all the way up to the sacrum, which is your tailbone. So you want to get the whole glute muscle. All right, so you can stay a bit longer. You can use your spiky ball. All right, now staying in this position, the next one, you're going to come back to that right leg. It's your IT band. So you're just going to come down onto a forearm, rolling up and down the side of the leg. If this is too intense with both feet off the floor, you're going to wrap the top leg over the bottom leg. That will take a little pressure off. So rolling up and down the side of the leg. This is very intense. Breathe. So you want to go get the whole length of the muscle all the way up again to that greater trochanter, and then to the very bottom, just above the knee. And staying on the side, just simply roll onto that leg, and now we're going to get the quadricep. But you want to come to the end of the roller, coming into somewhat of a plank position, and then the bottom knee comes off. You have to unweight that bottom leg so the weight comes onto the top leg. So we are also getting some core work here, so make sure you brace your belly, pull your belly to your spine. That will help to protect your back from arching. So quadricep, it's a group of 4 muscles. You want to get all of them. So come up to the space just above the knee on the medial side. Your vastus medialis obliquus, that's the inside just above the knee. That one is really, really important. It's going to help to take pressure off of that knee. You can come all the way up to the hip flexor. All right, so again, if you want to stay a bit longer, go for it. We're just going to change sides. So flip around, we're going to get IT band on the other side. So again, come onto your forearm, straight legs, or again, you can wrap the top leg over that bottom leg. And you might feel one side that's a little bit more sore than the other. That's normal, but not healthy, right? We want to work out the imbalances, work out the kinks in the body. So if the IT band is tight, iliotibial band is going to be pulling on the knees, pulling on the hips, which in turn pull on the lower back. When the muscles are tight, they're angry, they're unhappy, wreaks havoc in your body, causes issues, injury, soreness, aches, and pains. When the muscles are loose, soft, and supple, they're happy. You work through your range of motion more effectively, your workouts are more effective, and you have less injuries, less aches and pains. So again, you want to do this video about 3 times a week minimum. Roll now to the quadricep. So push the roller to the end and then come on to that quadricep. So again, you want to unload that bottom leg, get off the knee, load up that top leg. The more weight that's on the muscle that's on the roller, the more effective. So you want to actually lean your body weight a bit into that muscle that's on the roller. So again, you want to get the VMO, come to the medial side. You want to go to the lateral side, getting all of the quadricep, that group of 4 muscles. Quadricep is tight in a lot of people. So take your time here, work through the kinks. And again, if you're feeling one spot that's extra sore, stay there. This is an added bonus. If you want, you can do active release. Bend and extend the leg. Oh yes, I want to scream right now. Right, so you can do active release. That's a little bit more intense. You can also use a spiky ball on this if you want it more direct. So you can bring that spiky ball just onto that VMO, finding those insertion points. Origin and insertion of the muscle is going to be your tightest area. So where the muscle begins and ends, origin and insertion, those are the tightest points of the muscle. Just think about the beginning and the end of the muscle. All right, again, if you want to stay there longer, go ahead and pause the tape. Going to stay on this side, we're going to get the psoas. It's the muscle just above your hip bone. So if you feel your hip bone, your ASIS, that bone that sticks out, you'll sink right in just above it. So you're just going to come right into that muscle just above that hip bone. So apex of the roller, just above hip bone. Your hips are off the floor, and you're just going to simply roll side to side. Now weight up your body by leaning into that roller. This is very intense for people that have tight hip muscles. So tight hips, tight lower back is going to make this area super tight. So you want to release the psoas, release the hips, release the lower back. Take your time here, leaning into it side to side. So this is cross fiber. We're going against the muscle fiber, leaning forward and back. Psoas is going to be tight on people that have hip issues, lower back issues. So take some time here if you do have either of those, and it's going to help to take pressure off of your back, unload that back, and help to increase the blood flow. Stay here, just a few more breaths. And we're going to stay on this side, and we're going to get the lats, the upper part of the back. So come down, bring the roller just below the armpit, just below, and you're just going to simply roll forward and back. So hand on your hip or on the floor, roll forward and back. So if you're not feeling it, fine tune it till you feel it. You might need to move up a little, might need to move down a bit. Bring your weight onto that roller, and you're going to feel that right there in the lats, right in the rear delts a bit. This is also getting your rotator cuff. If you have a shoulder injury, this is really going to help to increase blood flow, which is going to help with your healing. Take your time, rolling side to side, breathing deeply. Awesome job. Let's switch other side. So start with the psoas. Roller comes onto the other side of the body. Flip your legs, and again, we want to sink in just above that hip bone, so feel it with your fingers. Lift your hips off the floor and roll side to side, getting the psoas. So cross fiber. Breathe. So again, focusing on origin and insertion of the muscle. Those are always going to be your tightest areas, areas that are going to be prone to scar tissue, areas that are going to be pulling on your joints. So you don't want that. You want to loosen that up. These origin and insertion points. So this is the insertion of the psoas muscle. Take your time here and just feel the muscle release. Again, feel free to stay longer if you like. Moving up again to the rear delt lat area. So bring roller just below the armpit, and just again, you're going to roll side to side. So as much weight as you can lean onto the roller in this position, that's what you want. You want to feel it more. If you don't feel it, fine tune it. You might just need to move it a hair up, a hair down until you feel it right there in the rear delt, your lats, your rotator cuff. Great for chronic shoulder injuries. I have one on this side, and I do this exercise all the time, and it really helps to free up my shoulder.
So a lot of times when the rear delts are tight, when the lats are tight, rotator cuff is tight, pulls your shoulder. We also want to stretch out the pectorals in the front. Might want to do just a quarter wall stretch to help pull your elbows back to counterbalance any forward rotation that's happening in the shoulders. Stay here just one more deep breath. All right, now we're going to get the QL, quadratus lumborum. So it's this muscle right here. It's a very small muscle, diagonal muscle, right there in the lower back. So you're going to bring the roller just behind you, and you're going to roll that muscle. So go ahead and just lean onto it, onto your lower back area, and then just tiny movements up and down. Now you're just distal of the vertebrae. That means you're just outside the vertebrae. You're coming just on top of the iliac crest, so the top of your hip bone, and not coming too high up because you've got superficial organs there. You don't want to massage that. So you're basically just leaning on one side. You're not on the vertebrae in this position. That's important. So really nice massage this one. This helps to release the lower back, helps to release the hips. You can go up and down. You can also go side to side so it feels good in your body. Again, don't roll on the vertebrae. And again, stay here a bit longer if you like. We're just going to change sides. Roller to the other side and just again roll up and down. You can also roll side to side. You don't want to be on the vertebrae in this one. So you're as close as you can get to the vertebrae without being on it. And you're just on top of the iliac crest, just a bit. So you've got some nerves there. Helps to loosen up the sacrum, helps to loosen up the hips, the iliac crest. Side to side, up or down. Almost there. Take one more deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, let's get the calves and the hamstrings. So just bring the roller underneath your right calf. Now lift your hips off the floor and just going to roll up and down on your gastrocnemius. If you want it a bit more intense, the back leg stacks. And there we go, that's a bit more intense. Now you want to get the whole muscle. You want to get down to the calcaneal tendon or the Achilles tendon. And you can also roll side to side. So if you tend to get plantar fasciitis, a lot of times it has to do with really tight calcaneal tendon. So if you do have plantar fasciitis, this is going to help to relieve it and to heal it. So get really close down towards the heel, up and down, side to side, and then get the whole gastrocnemius. This is very intense. Whew, yes, we want to scream. All right, good job. Change sides. Again, you can just go one leg if your calf is really tight, or go for the stack. Now you can go in sections, or you can go one long deep strip. So it's like deep tissue, right? Long strokes, or you can also go cross fiber. Now keep in mind, this is really intense. It will become less intense the more you do this video, but make sure that you do it regularly, right? Regular myofascial release is really going to help to relieve injuries, issues, tension, and increase your performance in your workouts. So make this a normal part, make this a regular part of your health and fitness program. Almost there. One more deep breath in. All right, you're at hamstring now, so you're going to bring the roller underneath your right hamstring. You can also use the spiky ball for this, which is going to be more intense. So just bring the roller underneath the hamstring and then just roll up and down. So not as intense here. So if you do have a spiky ball, I strongly recommend it for this one. You can also sit on a table on a spiky ball, and there you go. You're welcome for that one. All right, let's change sides. Getting the entire body, all the muscles, all the way up and all the way down. So wherever you want to get into the insertion, don't want to get the back of the knee. You have superficial nerves there, ligaments and tendons. So behind the knee is a no man's land for massage. Never want to massage the back of the knee. One more deep breath. Try this one on the table with the spiky ball. Yes, I will be your best friend after that one. One more deep breath in and out. We're going to finish with the trapezius. So this muscle right up here that takes a lot of stress. You're going to lie down and bring the roller just underneath your neck. You're on one side at a time. Lift your hips and bring your weight onto the roller and then land your hips down. So it's pressing right into the upper trapezius and you're just going to gently roll side to side. So relax your arm, relax your head. If you don't feel it, bring more weight onto that roller and actually press into it so it's pressing into the top of the trapezius. So this is the stress muscle. It takes a lot of stress and it also increases poor posture, increases risk of headaches, tension, etc. So in this position, you are actually increasing the natural cervical curve, which straightens by our poor posture, maybe looking down too much during our day, looking at our phones, reading, whatnot. So this is actually going to help increase that natural cervical curve. Okay, I can stay here all day, but I better switch sides. You can stay there longer because I know that feels amazing. Other side, and then we'll be done. That's the whole body. So again, just place it underneath the neck, then lift your hips so it presses into the upper trapezius. Feel the pressure first, then land your hips back down, and then just roll side to side. So in this position, again, you don't want to roll onto the vertebrae much, just a little bit is okay, but keep the pressure and the weight in the upper trapezius. Again, we're increasing that natural cervical curve. Beautiful, feels so good, increasing the blood flow to the head, increasing the blood flow to the upper back, to the neck, the shoulders. And guess what? The benefits of this class don't stop when you finish. The benefits are going to last for hours afterwards because you're going to have an increased flow of blood to your muscles that's going to continue healing, going to continue lengthening your muscles. So enjoy the post effects. One more deep breath in, deep breath out. You can always use the spiky ball for that one as well. That one feels great to just lie on your back and you'll bring the spiky ball right underneath that muscle. So trapezius is the diamond in the upper back, comes from here all the way down to the middle back to the base of the head. So you can massage that whole area on the floor with the spiky ball or against the wall. Thank you so much for joining me. That is a wrap. You got your whole body. Now feel the benefits that you've created in your body. If you'd like to get notified when I upload new videos, which is every Wednesday and Friday, please click subscribe, the little bubble up here, and click the bell that will notify you when I upload new videos. Let me know how you did in the comments below. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Keep smiling, stay happy and healthy.